So you went from having to tackle receivers in the NFL to now having to get tackled by your two little daughters. It must be a transition, man.
It's a hell of a transition, man. I like getting tackled by them a lot more.
Obviously everything has changed, but just take me through a day in the life of Kareem Jackson. Where are you locked down right now?
I'm in Houston. My day starts get up about 6:15. After I get about a 2-hour session in at the gym out here that I go to, man, I'm usually a human rag doll. My daughters just kind of throw me all over the place. They drag me around the house. They make me go outside, whatever they want to do.
Everybody, get your roll on. Stop, man, we gonna turn over.
I'm at their dispense from the time I walk through the door to the time they get ready for bed.
One of the unintended, consequences, one of the unintended benefits from all this has been the ability to kind of take some time.
Oh, definitely. Getting a chance to be here and see everything that they're doing and how fast they're growing and what they're picking up on, man. Quarantine sucked, but when it comes to that, man, it's been great.
Luckily for you, it sounds like you at least have a gym.
Yeah, it's just a little private gym here. Jonathan Joseph, JJ Watt, pops in and out. So it's a few of us that go there, and he kind of rotates us in throughout the day, 1 or 2 at a time. Keep our routine going, and we've been getting some great work.
I'm not gonna lie, man. I would rather take my chances with COVID-19 than coming across the middle with JJ Watt there, bro.
Yeah, man. JJ is a great guy. We all know what type of athlete he is, but
seems like it.
Guy.
You're lucky enough to have a private gym there. But what about mentally?
I've been doing what I need to do to stay, sharp in both areas. Now we're doing everything virtually with the team, so we're meeting about 4 days a week on Zoom. That's kind of keeping me sharp mentally as far as with the playbook. And, before that, I was kind of watching a little bit of film on my own. And on the weekends, me and a couple guys will get on the field and we'll get some field work. But I think I'm right where I need to be.
What have you heard from the NFL? What's the plan?
I think they're still trying to figure it out. If I'm not mistaken, I think I heard someone say they'll start to try to ease people back in the building little by little. So they'll start with like some of the staff. For me, I'm sitting with my fingers crossed, man, because I'm dying to get back to football.
I bet.
I've been getting beat up for so long by my daughters, and one of them walked right up on me right now. And just dying to get back to football so I can beat up on some other people, man.
I was on the business end of that for a little bit. And I'm good. I'm more comfortable right here interviewing you virtually. All right.
What happened to my shirt? This man happened to my shirt.
I don't know if you saw, but the UFC had a fight in
I saw that.
In an empty building. The NFL's obviously tossed around the same idea about playing in a stadium with no fans. What would that? There she is. How are you, young lady? Listen, you guys need to take it easy on your dad, okay? He's only got a little bit of time left before he gets back. He needs to be in top shape.
Yeah, that won't happen. But I saw the UFC last weekend. For us, I feel like the no fans it's a lot different, man. Because I know myself as a competitor, I feed off of the fans, the crowd noise, especially when making a big play or a big hit or something like that, and everybody just kind of going crazy. A lot of times on third down for us, getting the crowd into it, and sometimes that stuff helps. So it's just like for the fans to not be there, you look in the stands and who are you going to be looking at? It'll be nobody there. So it's that'll suck, but I understand, under the conditions, they have to try to do whatever's possible for people to be safe.
That would be an eerie feeling.
It would be awful. Be awful.
Speaking of, things being different, the draft, the first virtual draft ever, you guys picked up a guy from Alabama in the first round. How are we going to haze this guy, man? What are we going to do?
Man, to be honest, man, I'm not one of those guys that like to mess with those guys, man. They have a lot going on as it is, man. And he, guy from Bama, man, that's my alma mater. So, I'm not going to be too hard on him.
Careers are usually cut very short just because it's such a physical game. 3 years is usually the average. What have you done to be able to maintain and to play and to compete at such a high level for a decade?
Just taking care of my body, especially in the off season, my off season work. For me, it's always about trying to go out and prove myself year in and year out. obviously with me being 32 and going into year 11, you know, they're sitting around waiting like, when is that old guy gonna lose it? But for me, you know, to find that something that's burning deep into me, to want to go out and to get up every morning, 6:15, to go get my work in and to make sure I'm ready to go in all aspects, man. That's what it's been about for me to keep me going.
How much of what you learned from me at XPE when we were on that field, how much has that helped you in Denver?
I think out of, you know, all the people throughout my career, man, what you taught me, you know, that's what sticks out to me the most.
Ain't no refs out here, Johnny. Anything goes, baby.
It's always a point in the game when I just kind of think about the things that the drills and stuff that we went through, and it was just like, what would Johnny do right now?
What was that?
That was jiu-jitsu, bro.
In this point, and it's just like, something just clicks, and it's like, okay, this is what it is right here.
Obviously, you said you watched UFC. What other sports do you miss watching, and what are you watching to kind of get that fix?
I'm a huge NBA fan, so I definitely miss getting a chance to come out there and see the Lakers play. And I've been watching the Jordan documentary, The Last Dance.
The Last Dance.
And now with UFC starting back, you know, that's been pretty much it for me with the sports.
I also hear there's a really good show on right now, K-Jack TV. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, so it's a little deal I started in Houston. They was actually looking for a player to do like a player reporter type thing. And then, so I said, yeah, I'll do it. I ended up doing it. It started about 4 years ago. And then after that first year, everybody loved it. And it got some good feedback from the fans and stuff. So I just kind of gave it a name. And from there, it just took off.
First question. If you were stranded on a desert island, which one of your teammates would you want to be with?
Whoever the fattest one is, so I can eat them.
Every week we try to shoot new episodes. We've been doing some quarantine editions now with the Zoom. It's been great for me. It's all about transitioning, you know, from that to possibly getting on the TV and doing some things once I'm done in my career. So maybe you would need a co-host, man. I can jump on with you once I decide to call it quits. Who knows when that'll be. You live in the life, man. So let me follow you around for like a year. I probably won't have a home to come back to, but let me follow you around for about a year.
Done. In addition to being a dad, in addition to the K-Jack TV, you've also started your own foundation,
yes,
the Kareem Jackson Foundation. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, so the Kareem Jackson Foundation, we work with women with breast cancer and kids with cancer, any type of pediatric cancer. My mom's a 2-time breast cancer survivor, and my sister is a leukemia survivor. I know firsthand the effect that, you know, any type of cancer can have on a family. It was a no-brainer for me. It's been great just to let these families know that, you know, that they have, you know, support from us and to be some type of stability for them.
We think of the people who we perceive as the strongest, you know, as being physically strong. When you look at someone like, oh my God, that guy's huge. But the strongest people I've met are people who have fought and beaten cancer.
Oh, definitely. Till this day, I tell my mom and my sister, they're two of the strongest women that I know, just because of seeing them go through that fight.
Well, listen, dude, you're a true inspiration to a lot of people out there, myself included. And if this pandemic has given us one thing, it's a better appreciation for sports.
Yeah, in the outdoors.
It's kept me out of a little trouble, though, too. If I can be honest, man, it's kept me out of trouble, being inside.
I bet you missed that trouble, though.
I do. I've never wanted to cause trouble more in my entire life, my friend.
This will be the great year for me to follow you, too. By the time we go make a Super Bowl run or something, you still be on a tear. I just catch up with you somewhere and be a co-host, like Vegas or somewhere like that. We can start there.
Woo! Start there.
The Bananas and Jack tour.
There we go. That's got Netflix written all over it.
Oh, for sure. Bananas and Jack TV. I like it. I like it.
All right, man.
All right, thanks, man. See you later.
Yep. Yeah, you too, bud.